Hey everyone, it's Paul from Alexander Knife Sharpening, and I finally have enough time to work on my 2x42 conversion. So I've decided I have two options to do this. I can either do a direct drive by attaching one arbor to the other arbor, and that's what I'm going to attempt first. And to use that, I'm going to use this right here. This is an arbor coupling, and it's a special sized arbor coupling, so it is a 15 millimeter on one side and a 12.7 millimeter on the other. The plastic piece in the middle is designed so that this can flex and move a little bit to compensate for any of the discrepancies between the two arbor sizes. So hopefully this works out really well. I'm going to do the best I can to match these two up in the correct configuration and size and height, and then attach this and see how it goes. Now, what's the downside? I'm going to have to cut off the threads on both motors because this coupling is not big enough to let the threads go through and attach to the 15 millimeter part or the 12.7 millimeter part. So I'm going to have to cut these off, which one, isn't going to be easy because this is hardened steel, and two, it's kind of a permanent thing once I do it. Now, the good thing is though, if this works, it won't matter. If it doesn't work, it doesn't ruin my other possibility, which was to just run this via a belt drive. So what I also have is a sewing machine belt. So this is a sewing machine belt which can go around the regular pulley for that sewing machine motor. And I already have a pulley attached to the Bucktool, and I can do it that way with the pulley and put the motor, behind it and do it with just an open type pulley system. My preference is the direct drive, but I have a backup plan in case that fails. So that's what I'm going to try and do, and I'll bring you along for the ride and show you the different steps along the way. What I got to cut these arbors, I got two different cutting blades that I'm going to use. Let me go slowly here, see if the camera can follow me. All right. So I have my grinder, and I got a diamond blade for cutting the threads off of these arbors, and that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to get all geared up for that because it's probably going to be a lot of sparks and some serious grinding to cut these threads off. But I'm hoping this one's going to do it, and if not, I got some other normal non-diamond abrasive cutting discs too that are even thinner. The problem with those, you have to be very, very careful when working with grinding cutting discs. If you change angles, move a little bit, you can shatter that disc and send it flying everywhere. So I'm going to wear my face shield. I'm going to have breathing protection on. I'm going to get gloves and everything. So I'm going to be, full protection. And this stuff needs to be real stable. So I'm probably going to bolt this down to the table, and I'll probably bolt this one down too for when I decide to get in here and cut these, and then and we'll see how that goes, and bring you along for the ride. So we'll see how this 2x42 conversion goes, and hopefully it goes smoothly and works really well. I am considering I might go cut some plywood. I think I only have 1/4 inch. I wish I had half. I might double it up. I'm thinking of putting this on a platform at first, just because I don't know what my permanent outcome is going to be. So I don't know if I'm going to end up having to use the V-belt pulley system or if these couplings will work as I hope they will. I have another coupling coming, so there's another coupling that's all aluminum that does not have the flex spacer in it, and that's it. So I'm going to get started, and you're welcome to come along for the ride. Here we go. Came out pretty good and was a fairly easy cut, and hopefully this looks like it's gonna fit no problem. It's got a little bit of edges there that need to be cleaned up. That's probably why this isn't sliding right on. I measured it earlier and it was the just the right size. All right, we got both sides cut. Now let's see if the arbors fit together. Got a couple little burrs here, but this one was a little easier to cut than the other one. They both cut pretty easy. This one had a bigger gap between the threads and the main part of the arbor. All right, so let me just suck up some of this dust real quick. See if I can get you guys a good angle here. First thing I'm gonna do is loosen this. Let's see how close we are. All right. So we're fitting good. Nice fit. I don't know. I feel like we're a little high. Yeah. I feel like that's fit. That fits good. I feel like need a little bit of adjustment. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Let's tighten that 15 mil down. I already tightened the other side. So that's snug. It's not a perfect balanced fit, but they are spinning, and this is supposed to compensate for that. And that is working beautifully. And this isn't even, nothing is locked down here, and that's not even like I said, that's not even bolted in. So I'm just gonna hold it here while I slow it down here. There we go. Okay, just a quick update. So I got one of my other parts in. So this was the other coupling that I ordered, and this one is all metal, and it has 2 sets of adjustment screws on each side. So this was the original one that I showed you guys, and I like this one much better. Let me show you guys the difference here. Now, nothing is bolted down, so I'm going to do a nice slow start here. But look at that. Nice and smooth. I do have a board that I'm thinking of attaching everything to. Let's bring it up to speed. So that's 20,000 RPMs right there. And you can see nothing shaking. It's really running great. Very happy with that. Really smooth. I removed the rubber feet off the bottom of the Bucktool and just have it sitting flat right on the wood, and that's how I'm gonna bolt it to it, is that way. Let's bring it up. This is its max speed. And you can see that's running nice and smooth, nice and quiet. So I think that's gonna be great. Alrighty, and let me just show you the how easy it is to reverse on this particular one. So in this one, if you just hold that little S button, that little dot disappears. And now, I don't know if hopefully the tracking's not going to be way off, but now the belt should go the other direction. Okay, and I'm going to stop that only because you can see I need to adjust the tracking on that. I don't want to grind that very expensive leather belt up because it's kind of tracking into the wall. But yeah, so that's going to give me the ability to go both directions. I'm going to reverse this again right away. And let's get that going back. There we go. That's better. But very happy with that. I think this is going to work out great. And I think this is the best coupling. So I will make sure I link this particular coupling. I got this one off of Amazon, so that was great. It took a little while for it to get here, so unfortunately it did come all the way from China, and I think it took about 2 weeks, so it was not fast. There wasn't any suppliers here in the US, but this coupling is definitely superior to the one with the plastic spacer inside of it. And it just feels better, running better, much more solid, since it only has that one small cut in the middle. And I really like that it has 4 adjustment screws on each side. All right, guys, so that's the update for this, and I'm going to start attaching this to the board so we can start using it. All right, catch y'all later. All right, guys, so here it is. The final build is in. I decided to do it on the board. So I have the Morphin motor over here. This is the 1 horsepower. This is the coupling that I decided to go with permanently over this one that I tested, which was not quite as good. This one only had 1 attachment screw on each side. It is a 15 to 12.7 millimeter. So is this one, but as you can see, this one is a little bit more substantial, and it's all metal, and it only has the slit down the side and through the middle, and it's giving us a very nice stable run. We removed all the rubber feet from here. We just screwed this directly to the board. I screwed the power control onto a board here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, so that's still just sitting in the back there. But let me give you a view here of the operation. So you can see, so that's running about 2,100 RPMs. This is a Trizac belt on there, and it's working great. So really happy with the Bucktool conversion. It came out really nice. Let me show you Here's a hatchet that I just did on there. And it came out really, really nice. So I was real happy with that. So that is the new 2x42. And I got a bunch of belts over here from Cliff Curry. And if you don't get your belts from Cliff, you should, because he's got the best stuff. So I got some nice big Kubatrons here, some Trizacs. I did get a 3M Scotch-Brite belt, but unfortunately for the Bucktool, there's not enough room here. So if I'm going to be able to use that Scotch-Brite belt, I'm probably going to have to cut this part away down here. I think I got enough room up here, but I probably have to start cutting somewhere around here. And I'm just not sure that I want to do that. I'm afraid it might hurt the stability of this, but we'll see. So haven't decided on what I'm going to do there, but I was really looking forward to being able to use a big Scotch-Brite belt, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that unless I can come up with something else. Or if there is a smaller wheel. So there's some things that could maybe make it work. Maybe I can find a smaller drive wheel. Might be one. And also, it was like Christmas Day here today. All kinds of packages coming in. It was pretty cool. I just got from Cliff Curry the drive wheels are back in. So I was able to get the drive wheel in for the other 1x30 that I'm converting. And this one, I gotta say, these new drive wheels, my first one did not fit like this. I had to really do some work to get my first one on. That's the one over there. This one fits perfectly. So this is a really great batch. Very, very happy with how these are, how this one's fitting. It went on, it's perfect, literally perfect. My other one, I actually had to grind away some metal to get that to fit. So I'm hoping that this new machine's going to run even better with this wheel. In fact, this wheel is so good, I might try it on the other machine. And if it fits that one as well as it fits this, then I might even order another wheel, because it's really that much better. That one has always wobbled. The other one over there has wobbled on me a little bit. And this one, I can tell it's just perfect. I didn't have to do anything to get it to fit on that arbor. So, all right, gang, that's it for now. I will catch up with y'all later. But the 2x42 conversion is completed, and I hope you guys got a kick out of that. I'm really looking forward to using that. Talk to you later.